Hello. I am streaming from a different device, so I'm not sure if this is working or not. So please be patient with me. The only thing I could say is if you can definitely see this, just kind of give me a thumbs up or something like that. If you can hear me, just let me know. And I think we're good though. I believe there are a few of you online. Now, so I just want to officially welcome you to the very first magical meditation of 2021 for LightClub Curiosity Shop and the Chakra Witch. Okay, so welcome back. We took a couple of weeks off just during the holidays. I didn't want to add any more stresses to your time, any more demands on your schedule, and just kind of start the new year off with a clean slate. So if you are a member of our group page, which is LightClub Curiosity Community, then you will have seen the prompt this morning. And what I try to do is every Monday morning, I try to kind of give you an idea of what this particular meditation is going to entail. And then that way you have an idea of what to expect when you log in for tonight. You can also take on that particular energy and be ready, be prepared. So what I wanted to do with this particular meditation is we're going to be tapping into the energy of water. And mainly because that's the element that we all originate from. Of course, we are 80% water, but we are also birthed from, we enter this world from water, from the amniotic fluid. It is where we are created, and that's where we are held, where we are kind of recharged, put into balance before we are unleashed upon the world. So I want to take everybody back to that state to just kind of rebirth our energy into a new year, and also to bring in to this time what we want to basically manifest for 2021. It's nice to have resolutions. It's nice to say that we definitely want to focus on these certain things. It's a good thing to do. However, the action has to follow through with what we say. So it's really more about setting the intention, visualizing it, and then when we get those cues in our day-to-day life, oh, that's something that resonates with the meditation I did, or I can bring a little bit more mindfulness and calmness into this particular situation, then we are truly creating a different current in our life. Because if we always do what we always did, we always get what we always got. So now we want to create a different ripple effect and therefore get different results in 2021. So if that sounds good to you, first thing I'm going to do is take on the energy of water, literally. And there we go. So I hope everybody's doing well. Just kind of giving you some ideas about what to expect if this is your first time here with us, or you just need a little refresher course after maybe missing us a few times. Just to remind you that in order to get settled properly, things that I recommend, okay, first off, if you can, silence your phone, please. Okay, because I'll tell you right now, that person is going to contact you. It's kind of like people seem to detect the moment that your energy is open, and then they just kind of want to jump in on that. So right now, when you're opening up and allowing yourself to receive energy, let's make sure you receive only that which you want to receive, and silence that phone. Okay, because we are creating sacred space right now. You are not to be interrupted. This is too important. This is your time. Then, if you can, close the door to a room you're in, if you're able to do it at that time. If you're not, and you just want to take this in and then try the meditation later on, that's fine. Okay, whatever works for you. But try to have as few interruptions as possible. And thirdly, if you can, I'd like you to slip off your shoes. It helps you to get a little bit more grounded. It helps you to start the relaxation process a little bit more easily. You're physically affirming to your body that it's time to let go. Okay? So, that being said, then we get into a breathing rhythm. And then you're just going to follow. I'm going to give you a nice guided meditation. If you've never done it before, it's not hard to do, not hard to follow at all. If you don't feel ready to close your eyes when I tell you to, that's perfectly fine. If you feel like closing them before I tell you to, again, this is your meditation. It's what you're going to be the most comfortable doing. You are always going to be in complete and total control. So whatever results that you get from it, as long as you finish in a more relaxed state than when you started, then you're great. That's all that matters. Okay? So the one thing that I do try to reinforce is I try to get everybody into a familiar breathing rhythm. And that rhythm is breathing in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 5. And it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a slow count. Okay, so it's 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator, like that. Okay. Now the reason for that slow count is to ensure that when you're breathing in, you're going to bring it all the way down to your belly. Okay. We tend to breathe in a very shallow manner, just from here. Okay. And it never kind of reaches the entire body, so we never really get a chance to truly refresh. It's like we breathe just enough to keep going, but not enough to build up any energy. Okay, so now is the time where we're going to build up. So the first few times we do the breath at that count, it might be difficult for you to inhale for that long or exhale for that long. Okay, so what I'm just going to say is do your best. Just keep breathing, because as you become more relaxed, it's going to become easier and easier to do. And that count will be familiar. And every time we do it, your body is automatically going to have this Pavlovian response where you'll start to relax as soon as you hear in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 5. Okay? So, hopefully your phone is silenced, the door is shut, the shoes are off, or the best you can do at this moment. And now, just one quick breath in and a big heavy exhale, just kind of like a release, like a big sigh of relief. So it's a big drop the shoulders, release the belly, relax. Okay. And we're just going to go on a nice little trip together, just embracing the power of water. Now, when I tell you to visualize, if I say something like an ocean or like, again, it's going to be what visualization is the most pleasurable to you. You're not a beach person. If you'd rather see a lake, if you'd rather see a waterfall, whatever. Okay, it's all good. It's what means the most to you. So feel free to let your mind go wherever it wants to go, as long as it takes you to a better place, a more relaxed place, and just takes you away from the cares of the day and puts you in a space where you are going to feel more calm, more confident, and more in control. So we're going to start with 3 breaths. On the 3rd exhale, I'll tell you to close your eyes if you feel ready to do so. That will be the time when we're just going to start to sink deep into this meditation. So starting in for a count of 4, nice and slow. And out for a count of 5. And again, in for a count of 4. And out for a count of 5. And finally, in for a count of 4. And as you exhale, close your eyes, out for a count of 5. And just sink deep, deep into the darkness. Just as you exhale, allow that calm, that silence to wrap around you and just kind of take you to a place where you can relax, you can recharge, and you don't have to do anything but receive. Again, in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 5. we're going to just start thinking about our origins. Where did we come from? We came from water. And as you're sitting in this darkness and you're breathing deeply, just want you to feel as if you're floating in the dark, being suspended. Your body is weightless. You can feel the tension melting away as you are held in space, as you are held in water, as you are held in fluid. And this water is recharging, replenishing, and refreshing as you breathe it in through your body, in for a count of 4, and out for a count of 5. And just feel that as you are breathing in, you can actually feel a ripple occurring through your body, and out for a count of 5. You're no longer sitting in a seat, you are actually suspended in water, floating gently. Feeling the tension rolling out of your body as your weightlessness, as there's no more gravitational pull on you, you're just kind of floating. Breathing in gently, knowing that with each breath that you take in, as it moves in through your body, it's bringing in the power of water, which is the balancing of your emotions, which is the yin energy, which is calm, quiet, dark, shaded, gentle, receptive. Just breathe that in gently, feeling it move throughout your body, rejuvenating your organs. As you exhale, you just exhale out any waste of energy, tension, anything that you no longer need. Gently in for a count of 4, and out for a count of 5. And now at this time, I want you to ask the universe, ask your spirit guides, ask the spirit world to show you what kind of water energy do you need at this time? Will it show itself to you as a waterfall? Will it show itself to you as a lake? Will it show itself to you as an ocean, a beach with rolling waves? Is it a river? Is it a gentle hot spring, a gentle pool that you can sit in? Just ask it to manifest at this time. What is the type of water that you need to see, that you need to immerse yourself in at this time to give you exactly what you need to bring in the energy that you want for this new year? What water do you need to be rebirthed in? And ask the scene to unfold. You may see it in your mind's eye. You may feel it. It may be a thought that drops into your head, or just something that you want to see right now. You just really wish you were at the beach right now, or something like that. Just ask itself to show it to you. And now I want you to take in the experience, take in the scene as much as you can. Where are you? Is it cool? Is it warm? Is it day? Or is it evening? Is there a breeze? Is there sand underneath your feet? Is there soft ground underneath your feet? Are you sitting down? Take note of as much of the experience as you can. Make sure you see yourself surrounded in it. 360 view. Take it all in. And know that with each ripple of the water, each wave, each drop, the more you focus upon it, the more it will balance you out, calming your emotions, Realize that emotions are merely tools for you. There's nothing wrong with experiencing emotion. The only issue that comes is when we are being controlled by our emotions. And that can happen when our energy is depleted, because we don't have the control that we normally would have. So at this time, you're just taking the control back into your hands and realizing that your emotions are a tool to give you feedback, to let you know if you are on the right path or not. If you're experiencing positive emotion, you're on the right path. If you're experiencing negative emotion, it's a prod. It's just merely a prod to get you back onto the right path. Take note of what you're feeling when you're experiencing the negativity, and what is it that needs to release? What is it that needs to give in order to put you back into a more positive mindset, into a more positive feeling? So just affirm to yourself at this time, as you feel the water surrounding you, that the water is the emotion, and the emotion is completely under your control. So know that this water that you are seeing, you can make it do whatever you like. If you're watching an ocean, know that you can create a wave. Same thing with any body of water that you chose to see or chose to take in, that you have control over this water. I want you to take a little bit of time as you're focusing on this visualization to play with the water. Allow yourself to move it at your own will. As you breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 5. And know that in this calm and replenished state, in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 5. That you will always have control over your emotions as long as you have control over yourself, as long as you exert your self-care, as long as you are mindful of your needs and make sure that you act upon them. Make a promise to yourself as you reflect upon the water that this will be the year that you take your control back and you will rise. Now I'm going to ask you to slowly allow the image in front of you to dim until once more just in that gentle and soft darkness, suspended in the water, as if you're floating around in the womb. You don't have to see anything. This is really more of a feel-based exercise at this point. Just feel yourself floating. As you breathe in, it's almost like an undulation throughout your body because you're floating. Feel your body becoming weightlessness again. Breathing in deeply and exhaling for a count of 5. In for a count of 4. And out for a count of 5. And gently allow that weightlessness to just kind of start to now sink down back into your body. Become more conscious of where you are sitting. Feel your body settling back into the space where you are. Take a more conscious breath in for a count of 4. Feel your chest rise, out for a count of 5. Slowly coming back to the space, but bringing that weightlessness, bringing that level of control, bringing that rejuvenation and replenishment back with you. In for a count of 4. And out for a count of 5. And you can slowly start to move your fingers and your toes. One last breath in for a count of 4. And gently exhaling out for a count of 5. Feeling yourself back in the room. If you haven't done so yet, and you feel ready to do so, you may gently open your eyes. And there you are. Hopefully you feel a little bit more calm, a little bit more balanced, and more relaxed than you were when you started. That's the whole idea of meditation. It's really more about putting yourself in a better state than when you started. I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves when they go to meditate, and they think that they have to follow the visualization exercise exactly, that they have to feel this very intense thing. It's really more about just kind of taking yourself out of the cares of the day for a few moments and just getting your body back into a different rhythm and then bringing that back with you. And if you came back more calm and more relaxed, then you had a very successful meditation. And you will get better at it the more you do it. So it's really more a matter of practice, getting used to the breathing rhythm, getting used to putting yourself in a different space than when you started. And that's all about, again, control of your own energy. And the more energy that you are able to get under your control, the more your life is going to change, the more magic you have at your disposal. So, I thank you so much for joining us. I really missed this. I so appreciate seeing all of you. I love looking at the comments. I just gratefully look forward to connecting with this community all the time. So speaking of community, if you're watching this for the first time and you haven't had a chance to join our Facebook group, it is the LightClub Curiosity Community. We'd love to have you. And we do a lot of other prompts for their live videos, as well as little exercises, comments, and stories. It's just a little bit more of a connection through LightClub Curiosity Shop that we can have. Also, we have a YouTube channel now. Okay, just look up LightClub Curiosity Shop. These videos will be cross-posted to there. And there's a couple other videos on there as well, so if you get a chance, check us out. Okay, a couple new things for 2021. And don't forget that we will, as always, have our Wellness Wednesday distance healing on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. And of course, Show and Spell on Fridays, where we will share a little bit of spell work and also some news about LightClub, all of our upcoming events, which incidentally can be found on mylightclub.com. So thank you so much for joining us. Hope to connect with you again very soon. Have a wonderful, powerful, mindful week, and as always, blessed day.